enough build-up. The ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. He fields it from the 8. Jukes away from one. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do you guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere JJ has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed. That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They're going play action. Uh-oh, trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Fair catch made here at the 30. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Well, here it is, Kate. This is a weekly payoff to all the work you do behind the scenes. All those bonus reps as you stick around and try to develop that chemistry. Think Tom Brady and Deion Branch in the mid-2000s, communicating from just glances and subtle nods. That's the type of stuff they're constantly working on to give them an edge right here on game day.
Working on 1st down. We look underneath here. Robinson. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
Snap should come quicker here. It is 2nd and 10 after the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
All right, all right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun. On the move, past the 40. He has room past the 25. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
At the 17-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
On 2nd down, Robinson fighting for the goal line, and he lost it. It's out. And it looks like the offense was there to recover it. They're inside the 5. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown he so badly wants. Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They give it to him up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders, nothing.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. He's dropping back to throw. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 23 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Pass play coming here. It is caught left side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Running it after the penalty. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Motioning him from the slot right. Here's another for him. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing off the play fake. Completed left side to Thomas. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Raiders with an extra DB out there, 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Now it's Chrisman on to punt it away. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. First and 10 from the 32. They'll throw to start the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at first down here. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. That one's complete right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 now from the 46. Here's a design run. On the move, past the 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First and 10 from the 32. They're going to try and throw it here. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A gain of 15 there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. He takes off with it. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Throwing from the gun here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point attempt coming up. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Field goal unit coming on. Looks like the Bengals will settle for 3. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Airing it out to start this drive. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll throw it. Short pass brought in. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Hits his running back. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
The wind was at a sail's cape, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Trying to throw this from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down from the gun. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds a man right side. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Throwing it again here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
They go play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
So it'll be second and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's second and 14. Here's a throw. Has a man. It's Brooks. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
19 yards. And the Bengals first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He takes it himself. And this one does not go far. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. We've got a screen to the running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Field goal unit coming on. Looks like the Bengals will settle for 3. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Brown with a return here. Escapes a defender. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. And backed up this deep in their own territory, probably content to just take that lead into the locker room. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. He's going to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Throwing here just before halftime. Getting out to his left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our 3rd quarter. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our 2nd half. That passing game they went to in the 1st half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing out to the left. Cup. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Caught quick right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll throw, third and long. Escapes the pocket. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Robinson again here on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Sending him on the dive. And second down only works out for a yard.
He was brought down at the 26. 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Bengals first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. They'll run here following the penalty. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force fourth down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his third field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's a return from the 7. He dodged the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw this one. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Bengals get to it. And with an opportunity to score, he doesn't get much on the fumble return, Brock, but they will have it near the end zone.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And this is certainly on a silver platter for him, isn't it, Brock? Just 3 yards from the end zone. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Robinson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Again, it's Robinson. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Stopped for no gain, and it leaves them 6 yards out on 3rd and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Running with Robinson. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
Were they ever determined not to let that touchdown happen on the ground? If it happened at all. And that was a stand, Kate. 3 straight stops with their backs against the wall.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
Let's give him some credit. He's done his best to 3 them to death in this game, Kate. And he's continuing that effort here in the second half, as his 4th field goal of the game gives them a slim lead.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still first down.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And the stop is made as he gets 3 of those 5 penalty yards back.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Back to throw now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking in the air here. He's going for it himself. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. First down from the 42. Now looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Back to throw. complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Oh, the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Setting up to throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Pass play now. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bengals returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He throws a bullet. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football back with great field position there at the 36. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Jukes away from one. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the well again. Escapes a defender. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Okay, way up here in the booth, can you smell it? Can you smell it? That running back is smelling the end zone. He gets him down there to the 2. You know he wants to finish it.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Another carry for him. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Drawing up the design keeper. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders grow their lead to 8. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They're throwing it. Short pass brought in. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Here's Robinson up the middle, and he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. He dodged the tackle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be Raiders football.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. That one connects. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
They'll try and punch it in. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders lead by 15 now. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Desperation time here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw here. He completes it in traffic. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that first down, too. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
So 2nd down and a tougher 8 to go now following that delay of game. Working now from the gun. Drops back. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders with a 15-point advantage. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Taron Johnson has it.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Throwing on 2nd. Hits him on the out route. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness. That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Exactly 60 seconds available to them in regulation. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They go play action on first down. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. They are throwing it again. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots at the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. They did their part.